Friday morning, February the 26th, I think. I have misplaced my green checkbook. I pulled a jacket out of I don't have closets in the barn. I have big plastic keepers, like you could hide a body in, right? Big plastic keepers to keep the mice out of my stuff. So I didn't really mean to pop this particular jacket out, but it came out and I put it on. So here we go. It'll get warm in a minute here in my car. So did not really plan to have to go to the chiropractor again today. I don't know what I did. I don't know if it was carrying all that water I didn't think I carried that much water, but I guess I did. To 3 horses and the Huskies and Pomskies I carried, and to Mama Cow I carried water. Anyway, I am so out between my shoulder blades and my neck is so tight. If I reach out to grab a door handle, it feels like someone is stabbing me in the back with a hot ice pick. So, headed to the chiropractor. It's just 30 minutes over there and 30 minutes back, and this is the only reason I'm going. He does practice in Huntsville Tuesdays and Thursdays. I was just so busy yesterday I couldn't get over there. Lily and I ran to town and got us a Thai tea. It was absolutely delicious. And what did we do? Oh, we took Sadie home and we picked up a filing cabinet. Oh, we went to Rogers and picked up my Mac computer. It's so weird. I don't know why it broke again. So also, my sister says, your van is the loudest van I've ever been in. And it is. It's way louder than my last vehicle was, but I don't know why, and I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. It is what it is. So, I did order another microphone to plug in, and I was at Best Buy yesterday asking the Geek Squad if I'm doing something wrong, and they said no. I said, so it's just a defective piece of junk from China, and they said yes. So, yet again, I do not have a microphone. It did have a nice long cord on it, but when I plugged it in, you couldn't hear anything at all. I tried it several times. Anyway, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, I had a puppy pick up this morning from that Giggles litter. Again, I was sorely disappointed that she only had 4. So I really, really, really want to keep something out of her. And the biggest girl was absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why I didn't go get those other puppies out of that litter for those people to play with. That wasn't very smart of me. I don't know what I was thinking. There were 2 more puppies back there. I should have got them all out and let them play with them. She was the biggest puppy in the litter. I have her health papers. I'll look at her health papers and you can see how big she was. But it looked like someone had taken a black paint and painted down her back, which they don't care in the show ring. If they have that black overspray, it's a common thing in a bull mastiff. But if you keep that and you breed that, you're going to get more of that. Some people don't care and some people do. So that's the only reason I didn't keep that girl. She was beautiful and big. Big girl. She's bigger than the brothers. She's going to be a nice big dog. I got a Facebook tag in Julie and Keith's. I think this was Dion times Holly Berry. No, I don't know. Maybe not, because he's only 10 months. No, he's a year old. He's 120 pounds, and he is lean. And that's very important. They're both athletes. She's actually a bodybuilder. So I have a picture of her. I'm going to paste my face over her face so it looks like I look like that. You can see her body. She's amazing. Although she's like got really big muscles. She got bigger muscles than my husband. Made blueberry pancakes this morning. That was fun. We love blueberry pancakes. Had a fun time eating before I had to take off. Got my pretty little, I'm not sure these are real, and I typically wear real jewelry, but I like them. I think they're cute. Although nothing matches, right? Nothing I have on matches. I don't care. I'm going to see my chiropractor, and he's going to fix me. He was supposed to fix me Tuesday. He did really help. I don't know. I have no idea why I'm out between my shoulder blades. I'm better. So he's working on me, and he says, look. So he's holding on my left shoulder, and he says, look down to your right. I said, I am. This is as far as it goes. This is all I got to give you. I have nothing else. This is as far as my head turns. So I have not been working out this last week. Today's Friday because I've been in so much pain in my neck and my shoulders. So last night I'm on this website with this government money, you know, that they do a 1% loan. 45 minutes later, I'm crying, and it feels like I just have somebody standing on my shoulders. I was in so much pain. So I got my foot machine out, and I let it rub my feet. It's wonderful. I love it. So on this website, it said, it had 3 securities questions, like, where's the first place you flew on your first airplane trip, or whatever? Who was your first, or what was the first thing you learned to make or cook? What's the first thing you learned to cook? Or where did your parents meet? You know, just stuff like that. So then at the very bottom, well, you had to put your password in every time. 45 minutes. I don't know how many times. So every time you did this, if you didn't have every little single thing filled in, which it did autofill my name, my address, and my birthday. So this is one thing that was kind of stumping me. It kept saying, what is the United States, your country's number for their phone? I'm like, I just give. I cried. I give. I absolutely give. So I started praying. I said, God, I don't know the answer, and I can't move forward until I get the answer. So I put in my area code. I put in 000. I put in my area code in parentheses. I put in nothing. That didn't work. So finally I said, Siri, what is the United States phone code? The answer is 1. So it had this list from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe, right? A through Z. And I found the United States. And most of them were 3 digits. So I'm thinking, if this is a government form, why would they be giving government to Zimbabwe? Things that make you go, So, praise God, that was my final hurdle, right? So, this was the other thing with my date of birth. No, I kid you not. I don't know what it was. It would not let me put in my date of birth. I had to get on their little calendar, and I had to back up to 1964. And you couldn't just go back. No, it only lets you go 2 years at a time. So, I think someone intentionally in the government purposely made this the most difficult form to fill out. So then when it liked everything I put in, it said, well, your password has to be at least 12 characters, and it has to contain upper and lowercase, a numeral, and a whatever, like an asterisk or something, right? A symbol. People, it can't be this difficult. You can just give your stinking, filthy money. That's how I felt at the end of 45 minutes later. I put my head down on my desk. I said, but so here's the thing. So I took some money last year, and I got this letter in the mail, and it says, do you I'm trying to figure out where to send his Social Security and his federal income tax that I'm withholding. So I filled out this form and I sent it to the government. And I don't know if I used my P.O. box on one and my street address on another, and I think that's what I did wrong. They sent it back to me and they said, not can we help you, not we want to help you, not you're going to get fined if you don't send us this money, because you have to attach a bank account to this so that they can actually pull this money out. I know, right? No, this is what they said. This doesn't match. Goodbye. They might as well have said, we hate you. That's how I felt. So I called the government, the IRS, and the lady said, well, those are computer generated. Well, then the computer hates me. I mean, people, I'm trying to comply. I'm doing my best, and you just keep throwing it back in my face. Anyway, I'm not trying to be irritated or aggravated, but there are people that are really good at this, and they just smile, they have all this patience, and they just keep going. No, not me. It does get under my skin sometimes that I'm trying to comply, and it's not good enough for them. It's not with them, So they could have sent a letter back and said, well, do you have a P.O. box and a street address? Or they could have called me or something, although the IRS never calls you. You can call them and stay on hold for 45 minutes, but they never call you. So I'm ranting and raving about absolutely, positively, emphatically nothing but selfish irritations, right? God is good. May we use our words to edify one another, not complain about the IRS. So, get this. One time I was audited. We go to the audit in this special building. There's this. So there's like 2 or 3 chairs in this special outer office. That's all it is. There's no one out there. And there's this button. I have pictures on my old phone. There's this little buzzer. And it says, press this buzzer for help. Because you have all these other people behind the locked door working, right? All right. There's another sign posted, just like a little post-it note. The buzzer does not work. Hello, people. This is your government. You have to push the buzzer to get someone's attention, but guess what? The buzzer's broken. It doesn't work. I'm like, you can't win for losing sometimes? Anyway. Hallelujah. I should sing, because singing makes me happy. Whether anybody wants to hear me sing or not, singing makes me happy. I'm just saying my experience with the government and how I feel they are a little frustrating. Yeah, like B of A, we won't give you your money. So headed to get a chiropractic adjustment. I don't hurt if I stay really still. It's when I move around that I hurt, or if I try to pick up something. So Tim says, you're just going to have to act like an invalid for 3 days. I'm like, you're kidding, right? Not pick up anything, not put a leash on a dog. And I did have a dog pulling on me Sunday, that girl. We've changed her name from Zoe to Rosie. And she's definitely a Rosie. Oh, she's so sweet. I just adore her. She was pulling, because I didn't have a pinch collar on her, and she was pulling really hard on me. That day we stopped. Sunday, coming back up from Dallas. We just pulled off onto this dirt road. So it wasn't dirt when you first pull off, but then we just kept going until it got to dirt. And it was a great place to go to the bathroom, right? It's not like anybody else went to the bathroom there, except the cows. So that's what we were doing. So I don't know why I popped this up just to complain for 15 minutes about our wonderful government, which is not getting better, but we hope things change. Hope that the government will be there to serve you, not to antagonize you, mistreat you. So Giggles' last 2 puppies go home Monday on the truck. Monday, Turbo's here. He got here yesterday, and I haven't even been out to see him. He's out at the house. Oh, my trim guy is here doing the trim, praise God. And he is just such an amazing man. He's about 10 years older than Tim and I, so he's pushing 70. And he said he's building a house next for someone, and so I don't know if he's going to be able to finish my upstairs, which I really, really wanted finished. I don't know. He's just so... All he's going to do is frame it. The sheetrocker sheetrock it, and somebody else is going to put the floor down, so I don't know if he can squeeze me in or not. He does have some of it done up there. Not all of it, but some of it, so we'll see. I contacted someone 2 days ago about building the kennel, and then I have a good friend that texted me this morning that gave me the name and number to someone else to contact about, because I have to know how much this is going to cost before we get started, right? Anyway, I want it done like in 2 months. I would be get my kennel done, then I can move to the house. See, I'll move all my dogs out of the milk barn and move them to the kennel where they'll have 60, 70 foot runs, so that if they don't get out in a yard every day, at least they're not going to be in a crappy little pen, right? They can run up and down the hills. So my husband says, where my kennel's going to lay, then it moves to this tree line, and then it moves to a really steep, I'll do a video of really, I mean, like I could put a lake in there. It's the head of a holler, Holllow, but we say it O-R here in Arkansas. Holler, like holler at your mama, holler mama, holler. It's the head of a holler. I think it's spelled Holllow is the correct spelling and pronunciation. So Tim says, I am not filling in that holler. You better not have your pins fall off in that holler. I ain't filling in that holler for you more room. It is deep. It's probably 20 foot, 30 foot deep. You could make a lake out of it. You should just stop up one end of the holler. I mean a pond. It wouldn't be a lake, it'd be a pond. It's trying to rain on me out here. Try to call Tanya. Oh, so Mondays we have this coming Monday, we have OFAs, and that is so important that you get the proper positioning when you do them, because you can have good hips look bad if you do an incorrect. It's kind of like in the show ring when you're stacking your dog. If you back them up, you can frog leg them where they toe out, make them look hopped. There's all kinds of things you can do right, and there's all kinds of things you can do wrong, make your dog look like he's not the best dog in the ring. So it's the same way with presenting their hips. You want to have them positioned 100% correct so that you're getting an accurate reading on their hip conformation, and both of his parents are OFA'd good. So this girl that I just got, her hips are, when I saw an x-ray of them, I was like, they don't make hips this good. So she got 2 excellents and a good. So if she would have got 3 excellents, there's 3 different veterinarians that look at the hips, and if she would have got 3 excellents, it would have put excellent on her paper. But that doesn't, piece of paper doesn't, a piece of paper is not what is important to me. What's important to me is that we're breeding healthy dogs. If they're made correctly, they'll last longer. I know Patricia Trotter, who is a very respected AKC judge, wrote this great book. Her first breed was wasn't quiche hounds. It was a deer. It wasn't a deer hound. It was a small furry hound. I don't know. I can't think of what her first breed was. But anyway, she tells this story that one of her horrible. He just didn't pass. But what she said was, if they're made correctly, structurally, if they're made correctly, they will last longer. And that's true. I should have got out in front of that truck. Oh, there he turned. Good. Trash man was in front of me. That's very true. I'm supposed to be there in 3 minutes. So what she said was, there was another dog that was competing against her. We call it a special when they finish their championship and they're just out there competing. Used to, AKC didn't have grand champions. They took that from another, I forgot what it's called. It's like an international club anyway. For more revenue, right? That's why they did that. Anyway, used to, once your dog finished his championship and you just kept showing him, you were going for breed points and national ranking. Not only against dogs in his breed, but with these breed points and with the points you get in the ring, you were also said if you have a working dog, you could be the number one working dog if you're Bull Mastiff or whatever working dog you had, or hound or toy or whatever group you're in, right? There's sporting and non-sporting, and anyway, there's 7 groups. So herding, that's your German Shepherds, is in your herding. Anatolians, I don't know why Anatolians are in herding, because I really think they're more working. Anyway, I'm not sure I've ever seen an Anatolian at the dog show. So back a long time ago, that's why you would keep showing your dog, was so that you could be ranked in points for AKC, right? There was no such thing as grand champion. So anyway, I said all that to say this, to finish my story. There was another dog that was competing against her boy out and this was before she was a judge. She was showing dogs. She was showing her boy. And her boy lived, smaller dogs live 10, 12, 14, 15 years. Her boy, when he was old, because he was structurally correct, still moved like a breeze. He was just had beautiful movement. And this boy he was competing against, who had OFA, said he had good hips, was this crippled up, couldn't hardly walk. And I do believe nutrition does have something to do with that, but still, her point was because she didn't feel like this other dog was made near as correctly as her dog. So that was my point, and that was her point. The closer to correct structure you can have with them, the longer they're going to last and be able to move. And again, I'm such a proponent of nutrition. If all you're feeding your dog is dog food, I don't care what kind of dog food it is, you're not going to have a healthy dog, because you're feeding your dog dead, dried, dehydrated food. So anybody who knows me knows that I believe you should feed real, alive food, not dehydrated food. If all you ever ate was dehydrated food, how healthy would you be, right? So that's my plug for 24 minutes later. I don't know if I've said anything, but I've said a lot. If I said anything good. So we're going for OFAs Monday. Got an oil change Tuesday. Looking forward to popping up to St. Louis soon to see my grandkids. Yay! Talked to Rachel this morning while we were making blueberry pancakes. She calls. So her and Tim play this game that when she will say a few words from a line of a song and he has to finish the line, right? So it's kind of cute. I'm not that good. I don't know that many songs because I don't listen to that much music. I listen to a lot of instrumental music. Anyway. Alright, I'm almost here. Signing off. Have a super fabulous, fantastic weekend. is cold and rainy and dreary today, but it's not freezing. It's 47, says my car. Even if it is raining, it's 47. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I will be doing pictures and videos of the Bernay litter. We are very close to choosing